this way, you never get it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and we got a 1955 Bel Air. This one's got a 350 up under the hood. Looks like no power steering, no power brakes, aluminum radiator. Needs a paint job on this one. The paint job is weak. It's got aftermarket set of wheels, American racing wheels, matching interior, and they're calling her Poison Ivy. Dual exhaust out the back. Look at the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com. Check out the finance options that we provide. We also have shipping. We can ship this anywhere in the country. Other than that, make sure you hit subscribe, sit back, relax. It's about that time. Let's go for a ride. Let's look around the interior, kind of check some stuff out. Place those bets. Do you think the horn works? You can look around on the dash here. Show you the mileage. It's hard to stand behind in a 55 model. I mean, the dash on this one looks pretty good. The carpet, a bit older, but it's still in decent shape. The seats in this one look great. Panels, good. Back seat. I mean, it's just nice and clean in here. So there's the package tray, and that headliner looks great. Lights still working. Let's go ahead and start her up. A pretty loud exhaust. She's cold right now, as you can see. Oil pressure's up on this one, battery's charging. Let's try the wipers. I don't think that's gonna work. That switch is just bouncing back and forth. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that one went crazy on us. Can we cut it off though? Can we cut it off? I don't know. It's just going wacky on us. This one over here is still turning, but it's it done flopped off of the thing. Well, let's see. I may have to unhook this switch. I think this switch is bad. Can't get her to stop. All right, I'm gonna try to fix this real quick. Okay, so yeah, I just grabbed it, turned it really hard, and it shut off. That switch needs to be replaced, and this needs to be tightened down on here. That way it'll start working right. Okay, let's start her back up, get her warmed up so we can have her at a good idle. Wonder if that choke worked. I think it does. It's idling out good now that I pulled the choke. Tach's coming up. Gas gauge is pretty low, so we're gonna stop and get some fuel. Put it across. Radio, does it? Radio works. Blower motor. Blower motor's blowing strong, so you should have some heat. Okay, the clock worked. It's working. That's cool. Turn signals, pop it up on the dash there. Right one's not popping up. I think the bulb may be out. I can hear it clicking though. Horn. Works good. Let's hit the road. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off here. Anything I see, I will let you know. Go ahead and turn that choke off, see what happens here. Good deal, she's warm now. We're at 150 on the temperature. It's coming up there a little bit. Clutch feels pretty good. Going on all the gears pretty easy here. No power steering, so this big steering wheel helps out quite a bit. Brakes, so we got them? Yeah, we do. All right, let's head on out of here. Gas pedal's a little stiff on this one. I think it needs to be greased up. It's got that big foot on there too. This one does have a slight right pull. If I let go of the steering wheel, we end up over on the side of the road. See that? All the gears pretty good. Getting on the brakes here. Woo! They are drum brakes. Knock the dust off of them. Let's try again. They're still locking up because they're they should have some dust on them. That's what it felt like. It wasn't pulling left or right. That stiff gas pedal does make it a little bit bouncy in here. Yeah, if you just stop normal, it actually slows down like it's supposed to. It doesn't lock up. I laid into the brakes there. Okay, so let's pull in here, get about $20 worth of fuel. Right now we are right above a quarter tank. Let's see if that gas gauge works, and we'll continue this test drive. I'm gonna get some undercarriage shots, and then towards the end we're gonna be picking out the flaws. Okay, let's get some fuel. Okay, got $20 worth of fuel in this ride. You put it in the side here. And let's check that gas gauge and see if it works. Here we go. So we're getting down here close to it. It was on a quarter tank. Now it is working at over half a tank. Let's roll out of here. So far so good. Engine temperature is right at 190. Oil pressure is at 40. This one I just noticed it's a little lungy when we're driving it. It's just in first gear. It seems like second gear kind of smooths out. It's just got a bounce to it. I don't know if you've noticed when I drove by the camera it was doing that. I mean, when you take off it kind of does it a little bit. Like, watch. Well, it's not gonna do it now. It's just gonna be nice and smooth. I really think it's due to that gas pedal being kind of stiff. I wouldn't mind running some WD-40 through it, get it greased up real good, and see if I can smoothly drive this again. So it's just about every time I try to, you know, start easing in the gas, giving it more gas, more gas, more gas, is when it's doing it. Let's try it again. All right, so that's just keeping my foot at one steady spot. Give it more gas, that lunge. Take off again since traffic's so slow again. Just give her a second, give her a second. All right, here comes the traffic behind me. Throttle stuck a little bit there. Oh, chirp the tires. Yeah, definitely gonna have to grease up that gas pedal. That's exactly what's going on. That's why it's stuck like that. I had the same exact thing happen on my Chevelle. The throttle would stick, the line going from the pedal to the carburetor, which just needed to be cleaned up, greased up. It doesn't help there's a giant pedal down there too, because that could have hung on the carpet. Good deal. Made it back around. Engine temperature's at 180, oil pressure's at 3540. All right. There it is again. Second gear is gone. Same with third gear. Okay. Let's go ahead and get turned around here. We're gonna head on back to the lot. I do appreciate you watching. Make sure to stick around for picking out the flaws. That way you know the rest about this ride. I'll try to get her back in the lot real quick and we'll do that walk around. All right, let's pull in here. See you later. Picking out the flaws. Now we're gonna be looking for chips, scratches, rust, anything I can find. Keep in mind, this is a faded paint job. I think when it comes to that, they decided to go that route, maybe do like a patina style. You can see the fades up here on top of the fender, on the hood. You can hear it. It's kind of a rough texture. They did like a fade around the fender wells, and they went that route with it. That in mind, let's get started here. Look at the detailed pictures, guys. That's on maplemotors.com. Coming around the front, pretty clean but hazy bumper. Same with the grill. It's got some little pitting spots in it. A little bit of pitting over here. Got a little chip there. Some more pitting at the bottom. Coming down this lower portion here, up and over the fender. You got some light little bubbles popping up on the paint job. American Racing rims with disc brakes in the front. The brakes are sensitive on this one. If you get into them, they'll lock up, that's for sure. There's a little spot there. There's some paint runs here at the bottom of the door. Chips in the corner there. Little chip here. Line in the back here. You got a lot of little bubbles in the paint. Got some it's pretty much all over the paint job. It's like a chemical reaction. Bad prep is mainly what causes that. Little scuff here. Like I said, weak paint job. Front windshield looks good, seal looks good, trim looks good. Trim looks good around these windows. The windows are nice and clear. Light scratch right here on the back. Real light there. Barely see that one. Back window actually looks pretty good. The trim looks good around it too, and the roof looks good. It's not all beat up. It doesn't look faded like the hood. It's in decent shape. Coming around to the back. Back bumper on this one, the chrome. It's got pitting. It's not perfect. A couple little scratches, little pitting spots. You can hear it. A little bit of pitting around that light there. Your jams. A couple chips there. Little chip here. A few more over here in the jam. Down on those edges. In your trunk, you've got a little bit of rust right there that's been painted over. There's a hole here. I'd say it's weak over in that area. Up here as well has been cut. Package tray, not bad. It actually looks pretty solid. Spare tire. Looking up in your trunk lid, weather stripping in good shape. So got some there. A little bit of surfaced rust around here. It's not eat up. Haven't seen anything eat up around the trunk lid here. Went on down with it. A couple chips. Chips on the edge here. Up there. Shutter down. Poison ivy. Not a bad name for this car. There's the rash from it, from the poison ivy. Got a couple little spots there on the trunk. Part of the rash too. Little chips here and there. Up on top here, it's got a little bit more of the chemical peel. Come down this lower portion here, they got a line where it taped it off. You can see those little bubbles pretty much all over underneath the paint there. Come down the lower portion. Tires are in great shape up and over the fender. Down. Little chips in the corner of the door. There's a chip up here. Light little bubbles there. Coming back that midsection, it's got the rash up front here too. Little spot in the door. A few little spots up here. Pitting on your door handle itself. Little chip there. Chip here, here, and here. Chip there. Light bubble there. Looking over the back window, it's pretty good. Light scratches here on the back. A few little bubbles popping up on the top. The chemical peel, it's not full of rust or anything like that. That's just underneath the paint. It's all over the car. I keep saying this, but it is. It's all over the car. Little bubbles. Bad prep work there. But you really got to get close. Gotta feel around. You can feel them. Old glass here too. Pitting on your mirror. Chip here. Front windshield on this one looks pretty good. Light scratch here and here. Made it around this ride. Let's look at the inside again. It is nice. It has been all redone at some point. It's fairly new. Newer than the paint, I believe. You do got some spots up here. Down here on the bottom looks pretty good. Weather stripping's good. Bottom of the door, not too bad. Little chips here and there. Weather stripping is hanging there. Jam. Carpet looks good. Little chip here. Around in the back. Headliner. Of course, that interior. Well, they're in neutral, start her up. Starts up, runs pretty good. Exhaust is pretty loud. Sounds like I got a donut gasket leak up here. For sure, right there. Definitely leaking there. Really loud. Pretty quiet motor. This side's sealed up good. Got that little chemical peel bubbles all over the hood. Got pinstriping up here. Chips. Pitting. See all the chips on the hood. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit subscribe, share, hit like, and I'll keep them coming your way. I do appreciate you watching. Check out maplemotors.com. We have financing, shipping, detailed pictures, and we update every Monday with new inventory. For now, I'm heading back, grabbing another ride. Thanks for watching. See you later.